Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The Heavyweight Podcast. Heavyweight Podcast. You listen?
We can weigh in on some heavy shit, you know. What's good? This is episode 68 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly with these three guys. Go ahead and state your name for these beautiful people.
Young Kevin Wendell. Look.
Your boy,
That's me.
your boy the Grouch.
Hey, they call me Hunter.
How are your weeks?
Expensive.
Long, 6 days. Yeah, 6 days. But I need it. Going to New Orleans next week. Going to New Orleans.
Must be
Need
nice.
some real shrimp.
Hey, Kevin, can you subsidize my lifestyle? You got money to go to New Orleans. Can you subsidize my lifestyle?
It's a 2-person trip.
Oh, okay. Work was cool. You know, stress free this week. I didn't give a fuck. But I spent a lot of money at home because apparently this is the week everything wants to break down. So I had to purchase a stove and a dishwasher yesterday, and I'm pissed off.
Ouch, yeah.
So hold on, a stove and a dishwasher?
Well, the dishwasher was already kind of like done, but my backup dishwasher was complaining, so I had to get another one. And then we need a stove. Like, we can't live without the stove. Like, the stove been going out for like a year. It just finally went out.
Mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
When it rains, it fucking pours.
Always, bro. Always. That's life. That's life. Life is a big ass roller coaster. It's like, yay, dip, 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 damn, then back up a little bit.
She said, how are we gonna pay for this? I said, well, good thing that we have a $80,000 limit on Home Depot and a $75,000 limit on Lowe's. So we're gonna go in there and swipe one of these cards and keep it pushing. That's how we gonna pay for this. We're gonna swipe one of these cards and keep it pushing.
Hell yeah, especially when they throw out like 24 months, 36 months, 0%.
I got 18 months, 0%.
Mm-hmm. My week was kind of good.
Hold on, Stud, in the words of all the other feeder drivers, a couple of Sundays, you'll have it paid off in no time. Just a couple of Sundays.
Yeah, that ain't how that shit works, but
Come in a couple double days. You have it paid off in no time.
mm-hmm. That's that sucker you into it. Next thing you know, you're trying to crawl out of the way and you can't get away from it. No, I'm good. Nah, my week was kind of good. After all my stuff, I just kind of just kept my head down and just kept on pushing forward and just staying to myself and getting through it. You know,
this nigga stayed to himself because he's the only one at work.
That sounds accurate.
What?
You're the only one at work. Of course you see yourself.
No one to fight.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about last week.
I'm talking about last week too, the week that just ended. There was no one at work outside of Tuesday but you. So of course you're to yourself most of the week.
Well, you mean just like 3 days ago?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't been to work since Thursday.
Oh damn! See, nobody was at work. Period. That's why everybody weeks is good. Nobody went to work.
I was just trying to keep my weeks right for the podcast, but now they all blur together and shit. Hey,
that's
what's
old
up?
age.
Yeah, you is old.
Now we're good. What's up?
Fly, your week, McFly?
I was chilling. I didn't go to work. I was
You gotta
having a ball.
you gotta show the braids. You gotta show the drip. I know you got the braids covered.
Because they're covered.
It's
I don't
8
feel
o'clock
like-
in the morning.
Yeah.
Keep them tight. That's how you do it, fool. You know.
Tight.
Breast cancer awareness.
I saw young Andy got a cut, looking fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, he got his haircut and he was I had to bribe him.
Don't take him to a playground. You gonna get all the free candy.
I had to bribe him. I said, if you sit through this, we'll go to Target and you'll pick out a toy. So he sat still and he got to get a toy.
You started at toy? I started at fries.
That's funny.
I started fries. You know, kids love fries. I started fries and now I work my way up to the toy. I don't start at the toy. I started fries.
Well, seeing as that I already had to go to Target, that was my bargaining chip. because I had to go to Target for something else.
Yeah, but what was the limit?
$10.
That ain't bad.
Oh no, I fucked up on the burglary the other week.
You know what I do? When we go to Target and she want a toy, I walk down the clearance. I bet you can get anything off these end caps. Pick some off these end caps. Or we go to Walmart, walk down the clearance aisle. You can get some off this aisle.
Shit, I
You
tried
gotta-
to be
you
a
gotta
smart ass with Kendall.
Ain't gonna work.
She said she wanted a Paw Patrol. I was like, all right, I want a new car. And then she's like, well, we'll get you a new car, Dad. He's like, shit.
Yeah, I just did. Just was home and yeah, I went to the dentist and didn't have to get numbed up or anything because it was just a permanent crown put on my tooth and yeah, that's
quick
about
work.
it.
Did you lose the crown fighting?
No, it was just they had to replace it because I had one for a while and it wasn't sufficing anymore.
The bars was too hot and it melted off.
Sure, let's say that.
He said you got a hot mouth.
I said the bars was hot.
Anyway, so everyone's week was good. That's what's up. Let's go ahead and get into the festivities. We're going to start with Kevin's topic. When do you put Christmas decorations in your house? Who's going dumb big this year?
Dumb big. I'm Candy Cane Laning, but it's not gonna be till after Thanksgiving. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Are you up? Are you already up?
Hold up. Let's backtrack because the decorations going to, I took my kids on trick-or-treating on Monday and I noticed a lot of my neighbors, I don't know, maybe because of that specialized tax, and nobody really put up decorations. And then some put them up like right at the tail end. And then I noticed that a lot of people were complaining that nobody was really trick-or-treating. So I was curious, was that similar in your neighborhoods? Because apparently there was a bunch of candy that they were giving away when I got to certain neighborhoods because no one came.
Well, I mean, we did our normal thing in Beaumont, and it was live.
Yeah, we got far too much in our house right now. I'm trying to sell it.
She got 3 bags of candy. She ain't gonna never see. She got 3 bags. She ain't gonna. Matter of fact, I've been eating off of it.
We can tell.
She ain't gonna get it. Okay.
I had 2 separate black people run up on me in the neighborhoods I was on and say, you never made it to our house. So they came with buckets of candy and just dumped them into the...
The only thing I can say is that we went by another house. It was an Asian family. It seemed like the whole family was there. And they were like dead set on getting their festivities started. So they just started dumping the candy so they can go party.
So they was out of candy?
Because they literally gave her 4 handfuls. They was like, we trying to get rid of this so we can go party.
Wow.
Other than that, everybody was chilling.
That's funny. Can't blame them.
But back to the original question, yeah, who is going dumb big this year? Christmas decorations.
I'm trying to link up with the neighbor across the street and run lights across the street like that. We're gonna try.
The way my light
We're
bill
gonna
set
try.
up, we're gonna do it around here.
Damn, I just thought about it.
The most
I'm
we
bah
do,
humbugging this though.
the most we do is a
humbug.
tree in the fireplace. That's it. And I don't put lights up outside. We got a wreath for the door. It's the same wreath we've been using for the last 5 years. That motherfucker's in a box in the garage, and I'm about to dust it off. And after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
We don't.
change wreaths.
I don't do nothing Christmas until after Thanksgiving. And I'm not talking about Black Friday. I'm talking like a week after.
Oh,
I just
I
do
go
light.
like the day after here. Day after, I ain't gone big like once since I've been here, so I want to try it.
Okay.
My neighbor, he is now with y'all, so I think Sundays have been good to him too. He's like, hey, let's Candy Cane Lane it, fool.
Kevin
I
gonna
was
be
like,
like, yeah, I'm working
plug it.
all the time to pay that December light bill.
Right?
Well, I just realized I'm the one with the solar, and I was like, that motherfucker's gonna make all the shit plug into my house.
Don't think you can't get the bill because you got solar.
No, I know. I would definitely know that. It won't be 800. Be like 2,
All right.
maybe 250.
If
That's a month.
If I saw a light bill for $250, I'd be happy.
Oh, Well, good. Sweet.
I'm just saying.
So what you doing, Andy? Andy?
Putting lights up and
Yeah.
the Christmas tree, but I don't like do it big, but I like to put lights up because I bought these LED lights like 2 years ago, so I keep them shits in rotation.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered paying the guy? You know, the guy to go around and he put them up for you. Like
No, I have
have
never
house?
considered that.
I have thought about it. Have you looked into it?
It's like, man, he makes a killing. Like he charges, he
Yes.
puts them up, and then he comes back around and takes them down.
But they charge by the foot.
Yeah,
Oh, is it by the foot?
yeah.
It's by the foot.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, damn.
The guy I know, he charged by the foot and by the height of the house. So if you got a 2-story, you got to get up higher on the roof or anything like that. It's more.
Oh, I'm in. I got a ladder. I got a stapler. I think I'm in.
Yeah, they base a lot of movies on people like you.
I'm not following.
You gonna fall off the ladder? That's what I mean.
The halls.
Oh, come on, man. Nah. I'm 6'11".
I mean, my wife goes crazy with the tree. I'm not a festive person, man. I just really not. I try to be because for the daughter, but I'm not. It's another day to me, and I'm mad because it's on a Sunday, so I don't even get a day off.
Do y'all do fresh trees or
We do fresh trees.
You got a
and
tree.
I'm sick of that shit too. I want to buy a fake tree.
I mean, the fake trees have come along so far now that it's actually worthwhile to do it.
The wife loves the real tree because she likes the smell of it and all that. I think about the cleanup. I gotta take this motherfucker out. I gotta break out the chainsaw, cut it in 3 pieces because or they won't take it.
oh,
It can only be so hot. It's irritating.
Man, just buy a fake tree and hang some pine cones on it.
He has a point.
I'm with the fake tree, so I ain't gotta buy another one because these live trees are going up every year, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be worse than last year. I think last year we bought like a 12-foot or 2. Shit.
I'm scared. Yeah. Damn, I'm scared. Home Depot it is. That's where it's gonna be.
My house gonna look like it looks like the other 365 days out of the year. Nothing on it.
That's not true. You got paint and siding.
Besides that, no decorations, fool.
You got trees in the front yard.
I got a tree in the front yard. There ain't no Christmas tree. I don't do Christmas. I can't stand Christmas. So we don't celebrate it at all.
Humbug.
Bah humbug all the
One
way.
of those moments where I say you need a hug because you thinking.
So
about
I
something.
guess that would segue into my continuation follow-up question to this was, what's your biggest or best Christmas moment or memory
for ourselves or just in general.
for yourself?
My favorite Christmas, I've said this numerous times, is when I got everything Ninja Turtles. Everything, bed set, tent, table, all the figurines with the action grip, the game, on the Nintendo game. It was lit. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Ralph that day.
What
That was my
age?
favorite Christmas. I was 9 or 10. I slept in that tent for like a week.
Was it inside the house?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah, nigga. We lived in Los Angeles at the time. I was not allowed to sleep outside. I might have been in the backyard, but even then, that was
I was
sketchy.
thinking the backyard maybe.
Even the backyard is sketchy because our backyard behind it was an alley. Nigga. That was sketchy.
Man, you might have had some friends. You don't know.
Nah.
They might like Ninja Turtles too.
Nah.
Hey, nigga, you got some soup?
You might have actually met Spencer the Rat.
No, I think we would have turned to a homeless camp. Yeah, but that and then and as a father, last Christmas was my favorite one because last year she was 4 last Christmas, so she kind of understand the whole process, and so she actually opened everything herself and was excited. So I think that was as a father that was that one. Because like 1, 2, and 3, she's just destroying paper. At 4, she comprehended like this is my stuff, and she was excited to see her actual stuff. So.
You ever at the moments when she play with a box and you're like, she's paying more attention to the damn box than
Bro.
the...
Her first Christmas, she played with the diaper box more than she played with her toys. And I said, I'm not doing this next year. I said, I'm going to get a bunch of boxes, and she getting clothes in boxes next year.
I feel like
This-
Deontay Wilder on that one to this
That,
day.
that's why they always say that the first and second birthday, that's really just for the parents, right? That's
yeah.
for the parents. You know,
Yeah, I can see that.
Her first birthday
Got it.
was her mama went. Oh my god, she bought a 3-layered cake. I said she's one. We not even had that many people over. She's one. I said she ain't even got no friends at this point. Why we have this big ass cake?
That's just delicious. Trying to think the best one. I think mine is just with the kids. I remember, what the hell did we buy? Like those kitchen set things for the kids. And I was just laughing when she came there. It's like, this is for me. I was like, oh, okay, cool. We did right. We did good.
Yeah.
And that made me feel good. Like all the other shit, I guess, trying to think. It might have been when I found out about Santa Claus. And I caught them putting all this shit out, but they was putting out some fly shit. So I was like, fuck it. Cool, now no better. At the basketball court, at the monster truck, all that. And it didn't even I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I was told about
So
Santa
that's
Claus.
weird that's what's up?
I
You
was
told early?
I was told Santa wasn't real when I was like 6, 7. Like so, it was like
Was it your parents?
yeah. Like,
Okay.
appreciate what we do because we like.
Okay, that makes
'Cause
sense.
it
I was
was-
about to say, was it that hating ass kid at school?
Because it was more like we started putting money away in the summertime so that we can do this for you type. So we need to appreciate this type deal. So
I rocks with that. That's honest.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a jolly white man getting the credit is kind of
bogus.
yeah. Especially when you come from a person of color background and you're as a parent, you're like, damn, so this motherfucker gets all the credit and I got to put in all the work, huh?
Facts.
Yeah, it's easy to curb though. Like daddy ain't got it. Talk to that white man. He might have it.
Once I got older, I realized is that they bought a lot of stuff on sale.
Yeah.
They would wait.
That's
They
smart.
had the money set aside, and when it dropped, because I'd always get like the one big thing I wanted, but then everything else would be like either similar to what I wanted or like the off-brand version of it. Like this one costs a little more. Which as a kid it makes sense because kids you only excited about some shit for 30 days, and then they'd be like, yeah, next story.
You
That's a
you
stretch.
being a little generous, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know about
same
30
shit.
days. Like, I said that shit lasts for about a day, maybe 2 hours. I've never seen 30 days. Shit.
What
Yeah, you got
I
good
do
gifts.
notice is that eventually it circles back around. So like now she's starting to play with her baby dolls from Christmas that she forgot about. So now she takes them with her everywhere. So it came full circle. But now she expects every box at the front door to be hers. Every time something's delivered, she thinks it's hers. It's for me? No. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
Ava's the
for you.
same way.
It's not for you. No. Like I bought her
And
some
what you get?
pants and they didn't fit and she got mad I had to take them back.
What is this nigga dancing to?
Oh, he got music in his head.
He just
Hey, it's Ice Cube. Today's a good day right now.
He got music in his head.
talk to people.
All right, Hunter, what's your best or biggest Christmas memory?
I think I know the story, but go ahead and tell it.
Actually, I don't have any.
It wasn't a Christmas you dodged chlamydia?
Wow.
I'm gonna stop. My
He turned red as fuck. He turned red as fuck.
I don't remember that being around Christmas.
I'm gonna stop. My wife said I bully you.
I like I said, I don't remember that being around Christmas time, but maybe. I really don't have any. My parents never did Christmas. My grandparents didn't do Christmas.
Was it religious purposes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
So, and my stepson, he was raised under the religion too, so he never really did anything. And then my son, I wasn't allowed to really be around at Christmas time. So by the time he got old enough to be around, I didn't make a big deal about it. I would just pick him up something and just get him a little something.
How the fuck did you manage to depress me about Christmas time? What the hell?
I was just gonna say I'm gonna get this nigga a hug when I see him.
Like,
I'm gonna end up buying him a Christmas gift just because.
shit.
It's not like that at all.
Yeah.
Not like that at all. But I mean, I'm all for it. If it's what it is what it is. Do the thing. You know. I just never really had one.
Yeah, you need hugs. We're gonna give you hugs for Christmas. Shit.
No fun
Hey,
of hugs.
we all grow up in different ways, and that's the nice thing about this world and the bad thing about it.
I'm just saying, shit. Like, not one.
Nigga, he never.
No. I can't think of the only time I can even think of a half decent Christmas memory is probably right about the time my son's first Christmas. No.
It's like over 30 years ago.
27, 26, 27 in December.
Close enough.
So yeah.
I'll find a box of hugs.
Yes. So I already told my biggest best Christmas moment months ago.
Tell it again. Tell it again.
Come
on.
I've been in a. It'll be like I don't know. I've been in like this kind of realization moment this past couple of days, so I'd rather not talk about that one. But I guess the second one for me was seeing my kid's reaction to, I guess, getting this house right before Christmas, and them kind of like, oh man, like we're here, yeah. And they used to always call the apartment the ugly house. So them saying we don't go back to the ugly house no more, and then me actually being able to get them toys, scrambling to get toys and stuff like that. So it was a dope feeling when we first got here. So that would probably be my second biggest moment, because the first one was with my dad, but this one was like, to be a dad was cool. Alrighty, let's move on. Second topic comes from Hunter. How do you feel about lying to your spouse or your spouse lying to you?
What kind of lies?
Elaborate? Yeah, elaborate.
There's different levels of this shit.
Right.
Because I lie and say I don't eat your leftovers all the time.
Yeah, I was thinking the same shit.
Somewhat little white lies, maybe something just a little serious, but nothing drastic. Not like marriage changing or anything, you know.
Sometimes I think lying is necessary.
I was gonna.
I'm sorry.
You lie to protect feelings.
Like, my dick ain't that gaggy now. That lie.
That one too. It ain't that choky now. Come on now. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it.
Stop overreacting.
Yeah.
No, I think
yeah.
I think like, you know, come on. You know, when they ask you questions like, does this make me look a certain way, or how you feel? You know, I lie about eating her food all the time. I eat it. She know. I don't know why she asked me. She know. Yes. No, I didn't eat it, babe. I swear, but I didn't eat it at work. I didn't eat it at home. I ate it at work.
I don't want to admit some of that shit. Some of the guys I can't admit because I still gotta use them.
But yeah, me and the wife were talking, and I was like, "Damn, you probably lie to each other a lot, you know." Nothing, like I said, nothing serious.
They lie about shit they buy. We lie about shit we buy.
Right.
This is
amen.
That you know.
I lie about shit I don't buy sometimes.
I do that too.
Why didn't you pick that up from the store? Like,
I almost left it in the cart.
Yeah.
So I mean, to answer the question, I think we all little white lies, yes. Now major lies, no, I don't. No,
Yeah. You know, life changing lives and marriage changing lives. Yeah, those are something different. I mean, but you know, like those little lies. You sometimes like you say, you just kind of say just because you don't want to say. You know,
Man,
things that happen in life.
my wife she used to keep bags in her trunk and wait till I go to work to bring them in the house. So I know she lies to me.
Mm.
So when she be like, did you order something? Nah, but I know you see the box at the door, but I'm still saying, no, I didn't order nothing. Oh, that must have just came. That must be an accident. Yeah, I ordered something. Don't worry about that. Just like you buy shit and leave it in your trunk, I order shit and leave it at the door. Don't worry about it.
Wow. Like I said, we
Yeah.
do it.
Oh yeah, I do. I say I'm wrong all the time.
Oh, wrong. I
What's wrong?
can't
Why are you
think
looking like that,
of.
Andy? Why are you looking like that?
You ain't got no lies.
He's pleading the fifth. In his
Yeah,
head.
you guys are admitting a lot of secrets in this motherfucker. I
think I
prefer
only
not to
gave
say
2.
shit.
I think just 2.
Ain't no secrets over here, man. We know it's obvious. Nigga, we've been together 20 years. These lies is obvious. Ain't no
Some
secrets.
lies are obvious. Some really are. You know.
That's why
Like,
we
did
don't
you
ask.
look?
Dumbass
Did you
lies,
look
though.
for it? Did you look for it? Yes,
Right.
I did.
No, I didn't. She know damn well I didn't look.
No, I didn't.
She know damn well I didn't look.
Oh damn,
She know
that's
damn
the
well.
one that pisses me off. I don't know why. Like, hey, I can't find this, and then I'm like, it's sitting right on top of the counter. You said you looked for it. You lied to me.
Yesterday she said, can you go get my phone? I said, where your phone at? In your purse. It was not in her purse. Then she just knew it was somewhere downstairs. So she's upstairs paging her phone from her Apple Watch so I can find it. Come on.
I
That's
just
more like
wanted you to
using
look
you.
for it.
Right. But she lied like she knew where it was at. Like it was gonna be just go down there and grab it real quick. And I was going downstairs anyway, so I didn't mind. But it turned into a mission of me finding something. I said, okay, all right,
Just set you up to fail.
that's cool.
Not successful for her.
Oh yeah,
Oh no! I mean, it failed for him.
because she damn sure didn't go downstairs to get it. I brought it back to her, so she won. She won.
I know the thing. I lie about numerous things. It's just what it is. What it is.
No, we
My
know.
wife is kind of weird.
No, she
But
not.
I know one. What I used to lie about is like you said, when you buy something, I used to not talk about it like at all. Just all of a sudden it would pop up on a doorstep, and then So
I've had a new shirt on. She's like, that's new. No, I've been had this.
yeah,
She knows.
yeah.
I'm with you now, Andy. I'm done. I'm not doing it no more.
Andy ain't said shit about this whole.
I don't admit secrets.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been together 20 years, man. This is, come on. There's never been no relation changing lie, but you know, little shit all the time, yeah.
Yeah.
And baby,
Like I said, we
when you
do.
listen to this, just know I eat your food. I'm eating it. I don't care. I'm eating it. The same. I feel like I'm justified because when we go out, sit down and eat, she eat off my plate, right? So I eat leftovers. I feel like that's how we win.
It makes me think about your stand-up joke, Kevin, about is it cheating if
If it's just food, yeah.
yeah. That's what makes me think of.
It's not.
Is that a small lie?
A lie. He's being honest.
Well, the truth came out later on one of the foods. I remember eating some stuffed peppers, and I was like, I hate fucking stuffed peppers. But I'm gonna act like I like these fucking stuffed peppers. And then it was like a year later, you're like, you remember when I made those stuffed peppers? I was like, yeah, I fucking hate stuffed peppers.
Well, how did she make them? Because I fucked with some stuffed peppers. Like,
No, she made them fine, but I just don't like fucking stuffed peppers. It's
did
just
she make
never
them
been a
like,
thing I like.
you ever had like the buffalo chicken ones?
That's what she made.
Just fire. No, just fire.
Probably to some people, but to me, I was just like,
Yeah, to each his own. Yeah.
damn stuffed peppers. Ate them with a smile, though.
Oh man, look, I remember we were maybe like 7, 8 years in, and she was like, "Babe, I'm gonna make some of your favorites for dinner," and I was like, "I don't think we should do this, but okay." So she made me. She cooked greens and hot water cornbread and some yams and something else. I forgot what the meat was. Probably was a roast or something. And And the greens was cool. Kind of hard to mess that up, And the hot water cornbread was like a hockey puck, nigga. And I sat there and crunched that shit for like 5 minutes and drank water and told her it was delicious. And then like 4 years later, I said, "Babe, that shit was disgusting. I just ate it because I wanted
What
to
year was
encourage
this?
it." This was like, man, this is before Phoenix. So this, I want to say 2013, 2014, something like that. And I
Did you have any blockage at that point?
no, nigga,
No,
because I did not.
Did she make it again?
She made it one more time. It's better. But here's the thing.
Well, I'm saying like, yeah, I mean in that time where like that we
Oh,
had to
no,
admit like,
no.
hey, don't
no,
make that shit again.
No. She didn't cook it again for like 3-4 years.
I was just curious because, like, if it would fucked your stomach up, you would have had to been like honest at some
No,
point.
No. But I've eaten it. She knows.
That bread be
She
fucked
knows
up.
whenever time she cooks something, she goes, when she goes, how's it, babe? I go, it's good. She's like, you say the same thing no matter what. Yeah, because I'm not gonna tell you my honest reaction because I don't want you to stop cooking. You gotta learn.
Right, because you can't be honest about that one thing and not have them cross it across all things. He's like, no, I don't like that. Well, don't eat none of my food then. Oh,
See,
well,
where
I didn't say.
she told me where she messed up. You're not supposed to put sugar in hot water cornbread. She put sugar in it. So the sugar made it like a hockey puck.
Oh, I got you.
So she tried to sweeten it up.
Right. And the thing is, she called my mother and asked her. My mother told her, don't put sugar in it. And she said, oh, no, I'll be fine. No, you're not going to be fine. This is why we tell you, everything don't need sugar. So she thought it was like regular cornbread, that like regular Jiffy. I said, this ain't Jiffy, baby. This is cornmeal. You got no sugar. Just a little grease. Brown on both sides.
That's funny how it came to cooking.
Yeah.
That's what we be lying about.
We do lie about a lot of little things in our marriages. It's crazy how much we lie though, But eventually,
did you get the mail? Like the mail wasn't there. I went and checked. I promise.
Hey, they know I check the mail once a week in my house.
Yeah, I'm once a week too.
Because I get the email. I know what's in there. I
don't get no email. I just don't care. ain't nothing but bills in that bitch, anyways.
Nah, if I see something like a check, I'm there that day.
I'll get it when I get it.
Yeah.
So. I got a warning letter that right now they're saying they're gonna send it back, and I'm like, send it.
You got a what letter?
A warning letter for when I got written up for saying motherfucker at work. So
I thought you said a wanted letter. I was like, you should probably not discuss that on air.
This nigga gave a job the P.O. box. I said, this is hilarious.
You don't need to know where I live at.
What? Damn, I should have did that. Too late.
I said, it's funny and genius at the same time. It's funny and genius at the same time. You can't serve a P.O. box.
This is true.
Yeah, we all lie.
Already.
We all lie.
You come on, Danny. You got to at least give us one.
One what?
One. Give us one lie. You've been quiet this whole topic, bro.
Can I do it for you? Let me do it for you.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Moving on.
Yes. Alrighty. This topic comes from me. It's not really a topic. It's more of an update. Nets plan to sign Ime Udoka as head coach.
They signed him. They don't plan. They signed him.
Oh, signed him. All right.
Think about it.
Boston was done.
Boston
like,
was,
get your ass out of here.
But he went to Nets that are
in shambles.
Yeah, shambles. But I look at it more or less like their staffing isn't predominantly a certain way because Boston has a history. So they were like, go over here. We can work with that.
You do realize that the nigga slept with the owners for something.
Yeah, that's why that was it.
That's
like,
what it was.
If it was anybody else, they would have been like, whatever. But the ones that got to the owners, it was like, you gone, dog.
That's why you got gone. That's what it was. I don't think it was the Boston color because in Boston you're only N-word if you're not on their side. But then the second you leave, then No, the second you leave, they're going to call you that. But once you
Yeah,
rock
I
the
don't
colors,
believe that.
while they're
I
wearing
believe they
colors,
call everybody a nigga, even secretly.
no,
Then they go and shit on
They're
Bill
like,
Russell's
"What's up?
bed.
Yeah, what's up, Bill?"
Yeah.
Nigger. Like, it's like they don't care.
Yeah,
They're
you
not
know.
gonna.
They said that he straight shit on
Brooklyn
his
ain't no
bed.
better. It's just more of us around.
Yeah, that's why I feel that he was embraced.
Mm.
Welcome to Brooklyn, nigga. We're already fucked up here. We got a flat Earth nigga and
Let them niggas
You know
think
what?
they want
this
to.
nigga don't brush his hair. It's
He goes,
come to the family.
he goes sleep with someone's wife. Like, nah, we gotta catch a fair one.
Yeah,
He gonna
That's
fuck
all
around.
it's gonna be.
He gonna fuck around.
We
And sleep
don't-
with, he gonna sleep with Mrs. Durant next.
we don't
Who's that?
deal with it in the press. We deal with this
Kevin's
in private.
mom. 'Cause
Oh Lord Jesus Christ! If he does that, you might be right. There, he's on. He gonna coach. I don't know who he gonna coach.
Man, you about to get trolled, Mo. You
Why?
know Kevin Durant keeps those
I don't care.
those
don't care.
fake Twitters where he trolls
I don't
people.
care.
Oh,
Hey, somebody pointed out of all the NBA stars, Kevin Durant's the only one with no bitches.
Have you,
Damn.
nigga? He doesn't brush his hair.
Exactly.
Oh.
And he wears
Damn.
27s. If he would have wore 26s, he would have won the game.
I can't hate on Durant. Me and him got the same beard. So
The same what?
beard.
The only
You know,
difference is
his beard
his beard
struggles,
goes
right?
Yeah. The only difference is Kevin. His beard is identical to his head. And yours is not.
Yeah. I never will let anyone not live down that meme where the person was trying to brush the TV screen of Kevin Durant's hair, because his hair is rough for him. The money he be making, fuck. Either cut it off or
that's a different level of confidence, nigga. He said, I know I'm making 40, 50 million a season and I ain't touching shit.
it's
But I'll
free.
say, if the nigga don't brush his hair, he don't brush his teeth. That's how I look at it. And he probably better wash his ass.
Well, it's about the self-care.
That's why I said he don't brush his teeth and wash his ass, because he don't care about his hair.
That's why niggas can't guard him. They're like, you can't guard him. Like, I don't want to guard you.
He over there like this.
Oh man.
Oh, he got long ass crusty socks.
Fellas, ladies, whoever, people out there who are listening to this episode, whatever you do, please wash your ass.
He got the long crusty socks.
Hey, and if you don't want to wash your hair, if you don't want to wash your ass, at least comb your hair to make it look like you wash your ass.
No.
He can't comb that. It's too short.
No. Wash your ass. And in the words of Red Fox, you ain't got to wash your whole ass, but at least wash your asshole.
Fuck.
Oh, fucking poor Kevin.
Yeah.
He's far from
He looks
poor.
like a poor Kevin, yeah.
He's far from poor.
He
far from
is. That guy.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, go Boston. I mean, go Brooklyn. Who cares? I
don't know.
I'm
I
over
don't know
They're
if
all
he can turn that
struggling.
shit around.
I'm
Yeah,
over
he can't turn
basketball.
that shit around.
They're all struggling.
I have no interest.
The Lakers on a winning streak.
They lost
Kinda.
last night to the Jazz.
Then
was
there
it
it goes. Yeah, it was two, kind of.
Yeah.
They lost.
I
they
wish
lost
Kobe was here
in the
for that.
fourth. In the fourth. Bunch of bums. Bunch of fucking bums. All of them. Trade the whole team.
Yeah. A whole lot of salary cap. Goddamn right about that.
Topic number 3.
Oh man, I'm tired.
That came to mind to this. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to read that. Our culture and why we keep doing things that lead to trouble after we get away from the environmental and what is going to take change.
What is
if
yeah?
we can. I don't know what the fuck. Kevin, can you elaborate what you meant on that text message?
I was going off of what happened with takeoff.
Takeoff situation.
Yeah, and like I get it culturally, dice and things like that is stuff we do, but culturally we've known what happens from the dice game. So it's like
I get
certain
what you're
things
saying,
we
man.
do. Like, why do we get to a certain status in our lives to get away from all this shit?
Still
Just to
doing
run
hood
right
shit.
back to it.
Still over here doing hood shit when you don't need to
Yeah.
be doing it no more. You know.
Simplicity. You can
Yeah.
take a nigga out the hood. You can't take the hood out the nigga.
Well, there's that,
Yeah.
and then there's that other side of you don't want to be a sellout to your people.
Fuck being a sellout.
But why is
man.
that a sellout? Like we gotta change.
You
What
know,
that's what I was
so-
saying is change
There's
what's
no
cool.
there's
No, there
such
is
thing
no
as-
such thing as a sellout. Well, there is no such thing. But we, as our culture, we say that to people who do get to that status if they
That's
don't
hate.
come back in it.
If
And
anybody call you a
Right.
sellout, they hate on you.
Stupid.
it
They
is,
mad.
but I
They
mean,
jealous,
it is what it
They're
is.
jealous of your position.
Right.
Period.
We all know this, but it still happens.
Period.
You
That's
know?
just dumb. Like
And
why
I
work so
would-
hard to get away from it?
I would employ
I
you.
don't feel like he wanted to get away from it.
I would employ
You don't
Some
you.
think so?
don't. Some
I-
don't. Some love that
If you
hood
want to
life.
play dice with niggas that make money like you make money, that ain't gonna be mad when they lose money. Because apparently Drake be betting millions on shit, and he don't give a damn. So gamble with niggas in your lane. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna gamble with somebody who needs the money to pay their lights. That's what I'm not gambling with that. 'Cause he might do whatever he needs to do to get this win. I'm not gambling with that. Dude.
Fucking
Like, and stop. I don't get it. I understand that you want to. A lot of these rappers want to, keep it 100, keep it a buck, whatever it is, and still be part of the knob. Once you elevate out that life, you got to stay out that life. Your job is to
Yeah.
be an example so people don't live that life. Like,
Right.
They're not thinking that. Most of them literally get fame from being good at a particular thing, and that thing elevates them out of the hood. But like I said, you can take the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga, because most of these dudes' mentalities is they're still that guy from the hood because they didn't have a plan to elevate and think like that, to where it's like, oh, the plan is to get here, and then like show them there's a better way. It's more like, nigga, we got this chance to make this money. All of a sudden, that money turns into a constant flow of money, and now they're in Houston at a dice game at a bowling alley for a birthday party, saying, "Let's go shoot dice." Like it's
Yeah. Oh, nigga, we had a bowling alley. Go bowl.
yeah,
Like
but-
let's
but it's
change
that
what's
mentality. Like it's the mentality of we hood niggas. That's
Right.
what we do, as opposed to realizing that no, you've elevated to something else, and you're not looking at it that way. Like you're
Yeah.
looking at it like, I'm still me, right? Like, nah, you got money now.
Yeah. And like
You
they
have
affect
status now.
lives. Yeah. It's nuts. I don't get it. It's just like even the whole situation, like how you got that many people around. And I know it goes back to the nigga in the hood and you can't take him out, but I don't give a fuck. The police should be well informed on who did what.
Yeah.
Like this shouldn't even be a thing where it's like, oh, it's open and shut. Done.
or the fact instead of trying to help him, you're recording him die
Yeah. Yeah.
while his cousin is trying to resuscitate him. You're recording instead of going to get help. You're recording him taking his last breaths. Like this whole
Yeah.
culture of let me film everything and not be helpful. That shit needs to stop.
Yeah. I don't even
But
put
I
that on
get
just
that part,
hardcore
but
stuff.
you can only help so much. Eventually, you're going to have a bystander. Not everybody can. You can't. Everybody with if you got 5 people, only 2 people can help a body. So what's the other 3 supposed to do? Not just stand there.
Everything don't need to be recorded.
No, everything
911,
doesn't
step
need to be
one.
recorded. Not everything does need to be recorded, but there's also nothing wrong with everything being recorded 2 at a time. So,
And I
It
think
is
in
what it is.
this regard of things being recorded, it should fucking help if
Yeah.
they go turn in the video.
They know.
Don't sell it to TMZ.
Somebody knows exactly who did what.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is true.
They know
That's
exactly
always
who
the
did what.
case.
It was a party, and I'm pretty sure everybody that was there is invited or knows somebody who
Yeah.
was invited, and so everyone should be easily accounted for.
You know the status of the streets. You don't tell the police
snitch.
anything.
Hey, I'm
That's street
No
politics.
snitch.
I'm with Charleston White. I'm telling all you niggas.
But I'm saying that's
Here's-
street politics.
Yeah. Now, do you think everybody there is streets? There's 50 people. You think it was all street niggas, or there's some people
No,
who just
but
hanging out?
I bet you 75% of the guys playing dice was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I could give you that. But the whole party was outside where it
But-
happened.
but-
You know what
But I mean, it
then
happened
you
right at
got-
the dice though.
But then you got the other people who are not going to talk because they're scared of what's going to happen. If they do,
And they're not going to, like you said, if you got 10 guys in a dice game, even in a complete separate room versus everybody else, those 10 guys might know something, but they're not going to tell nobody. And if they do talk to somebody in their family's not going to tell nobody. It's just nobody's going to know except for those people who were right there when it happened.
But usually with street politics, the shit's handled streetwise. So
Yeah.
that person that did it is either already touched or soon to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way it sounds is that's already happened, and it's like That's even just as dumb. It's like, so you just realize, you didn't even realize you just told on yourself
Mhm.
by killing this nigga. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's why I like
Street
what we do, because it's
street
like we
politics
kind
has
of
never
show
made
what
sense, bruh.
is really cool.
Street politics has never made sense, and I wish our culture would get away from that because it really does hurt us. Because there ain't really other cultures doing it like we do. You know, we're over here fighting over
Nah,
blocks that we don't own. Why?
shit,
Why?
even in music, you don't hear about fucking Guns N' Roses had a shootout with some nigga over in fucking Red Revolver or whatever the hell his name is.
No,
Group
they
is.
they they just
That
have
shit don't happen.
brawls. They have brawls.
Yeah, good brawl, good rump, and then have some beers.
But the thing is, a lot of people are sensitive because they know they can't throw hands. You don't need hands when
Yeah,
you
take
got
the.
guns.
Yeah, unfortunate, but
It's it's
nobody
it's
can
it's,
shoot.
it's a security thing. It's an insecurity thing.
Nobody
You
goes
might
to
be
the
able to whoop my
range.
ass, but if I got this gun,
That's the wildest shit to me too.
Yeah.
Like, why you got guns and you don't know how to use it?
I don't know if it's an insecurity thing. I would say it's more of a just a. No, it is an insecurity thing, but it's also just way easier.
It is easy.
It's way
And a
easier.
lot of people got a lot of these dudes got guns and they can't even clean them.
Right. It's just way easier. It's way
Gun ain't
easier
been
to pull a
cleaned in 10
trigger than it
years.
is to throw a blow. So, you
I
know,
think it's a trip to me that in all, like when we point out this in all cultures, that we're the only ones that you can be, no matter the status, you can get touched the exact same way somebody without anything has. Like
Yeah.
a friend of mine I knew, or a kid I knew, pretty much died in the same style murder on his birthday, the way he did. And it was like he's not a known whatever. It's just it was the same. The hood politics played the same role. Got killed, but in front of a bunch of people, no one saw shit. But that shit got handled in the streets. But it's a damn shame that you can elevate to a status and still end up die in the same way. And this our culture is the only one I know where that shit is a constant. Like, look at Nipsey. Like, you would never think Nipsey on his own block would die in that same, a similar capacity as someone else who has nothing. But because the way we look at shit and the way we treat each other, it's a constant. It's not something that just goes away because of how we treat each other, as opposed to when you look at other cultures, they don't treat each other this way. There's a respect or understanding to a degree. We don't look at that way. That's the sad thing.
well, it's like you said too. The biggest difference is a lot of cultures don't have the gang culture we have. You know, just that gang culture. They have gangs, but we're a big gang culture.
I think
in our culture.
honestly, I don't even know if I agree with that. I think all cultures have gang cultures.
That's what I just said. All cultures have gangs, but they don't have gangs.
No, I just think in this country, black violence is more reported.
I feel like there's a certain like even with like the mafia and shit like that, there's a certain unwritten understanding that certain lines don't get crossed.
Right.
I don't feel like us as a culture have that belief. It's
Right.
more like
we don't have that belief anymore. There used to be standards.
Yeah, but I'm saying used to, it's not now.
Yeah.
Right. We lost all that.
We keep doing it to ourselves.
We lost that.
That's not reporting.
We lost that shift at the crack epidemic.
But
that's where we lost that shift at. After that, it was just, you know.
At what point do we gotta take it back though?
I don't know how to take it back.
Because that's the wild part to me, is like we could always go back to something like, all right, this is where it happened, this is what it is. This is why it's like this is why it's like that. It's like, all right, so we know. So what the fuck are we doing to change it? Like, we're not doing anything to change it.
I mean,
Jay said
what
it
can
best
you
with
do?
that crabs in the barrel line.
No.
They don't belong in the barrel, but
exactly.
You know.
And a lot of these people who do this, they're in the barrel. That's why it's called the project, because it's exactly that. People are not in an environment to thrive, so they do things they do what they see, regardless of what you push. A lot of people are addicted to fast money. It's the same reason why people drugs, the same reason why some chicks start OnlyFans and become strippers. But they don't realize that there's no longevity in fast money.
Yeah. It's always what can I do to make my next buck? It's always that mentality. But I mean, like I said, we still have one of the biggest gang cultures. I mean, admit it or not. I mean, other cultures got gangs, but we're the only ones that have gangs in every city, town, state, everywhere. Somebody. You know,
You know
and
what?
until
Yeah.
I don't know how to change that. I can't think how to get people to change it because it's a society, it's an economical problem, and you know,
Well,
You know,
Mo kind of made me think on that too, with saying the stripper OnlyFans and all that, and it kind of goes back to what you were saying, instead of like we don't have a means to the end, we just get there, and there's no like even when you think about strippers and stuff like that, like I'm doing this to get to here. You get what I'm saying? Like they have a end result, like an end goal at that. And this, it seems like it's just to be
some do, not
that
all.
nigga.
Some do.
Well, yeah, but not all. I got you. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like with all of this, there is no end goal. It's
Every
just to
stripper,
be
every stripper
the
ain't
guy.
Cardi B.
right. And like
No,
you
that's
said, the
true.
other
But some of
and
them is your dentist.
what was said earlier too is, if you really think about it, when a white person comes from nothing and makes a little bit of money, everybody in his family, their closeness, push him up to another level, and they help him not go back down to that other level. They don't, like you said, they don't call him a sellout. They don't do this. They elevate him and keep him up. Us, it's like, okay, we get up and we can step away from it, but then we got friends and families calling us sellouts. And then, you got to keep your little repetition, you keep your rep and you got to stay stay true. And you come back down to that, you're just stepping right back down that rung again. And it's like, you don't need to be there for what?
But see, the thing is people understand is that when you get to a certain level, you have to cut people off.
You have to.
And I'm not cutting you off because I think I'm better than you. I'm cutting you off because I'm not going to try to be where you're at. You're not going to drag me back down.
And we don't help promote that.
The thing is, a lot of things is people they say, well, I got to be loyal. But they're not being loyal to you.
Right.
Their action is a detriment to your success. But that loyalty is only one way. So I think as a culture, you have to learn to cut people off. I say all the time, anything that's not good for you needs to be
right.
severed. That's not something that you should hold on to. And I think other cultures do that well. It's like right. I can be loyal to you. I can show you how to get out the life. But my thing is what I've seen, especially with our culture, people want you to make it, and then once you make it, they want handouts. They don't want to change. They just want you to give them a handout. They want to be part of payroll and not actually do any work. And that's not the same in other cultures. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you have to cut people off, whether it's family, friends, whatever. It's like you can't. My mentality is if you're doing the same thing you're doing 10 years ago, you ain't moved no progress no farther in life. What am I talking to you for? If I'm having the same conversations with you that we're having 10 years ago, why am I talking to you? Because that means you haven't evolved or elevated or grew up at all. You know nothing new about life. You have no relevant information to give me.
But I get you on that, but you can't say that because life is hard, bro. Some people don't move as fast as you can. Some people don't. But I'm talking about being in those situations. Like, take us. If we went to one of our cousins' weddings, birthday parties, and they were playing dice and over there in the corner, would you play dice? Yes or no?
Hell no.
Thank you. That's it. And that's the way it should be. And somebody's like, hey, you going to play dice? And you're like, no, I'm good. Instead of it being cool, you then. It's no, come over here, bro. You a sellout. Why are you going to be like that? And
I'll take it even farther. If I'm there and it starts to look a certain way, I'm no longer there.
I'm leaving.
Right. Yes. And as I said, they don't have that mentality. They're still trying to, it sucks, bro.
I mean, honestly, I'm like, I don't have a lot of cousins in the gang life, so I don't have that issue. But I do have some, and I hardly ever see them. I know what you're about. I know how you get your money. I'm not coming around that lifestyle. I'm not bringing my child around that lifestyle. It is what it is.
Yeah, I've seen families do that to siblings before, where it's like one kid will be in the street life, and then the other kid will be on the straight and narrow, and they treat the kid that's on the straight and narrow like he ain't shit. Like you said, like sellout and all this, but then they're over here praising the one that's either gonna be dead or in jail.
Right.
And that's it's like the mom will do that. Like you'll be like, what the fuck
I commented
is going on?
About 4 or 5 years ago, I commented under one of my cousin's pictures. I said, ain't no retirement from street life. You're either gonna be dead or in jail. And his mother then called me and cussed me out. Said that I'm wishing death on her son. I said, no, I'm wishing your son to lead a better life than what he's doing. That's what I'm wishing. I said, and he's not being smart about it because he's publicly on Facebook showing what he's doing. I said, so if I can see it, the FBI can see it.
Oh yeah.
Local authorities can see it. He's not even trying to be slick with it. So I mean, he's giving them the evidence. So, teach his own.
That's a tough one though. I hate it.
Culture.
Yeah.
Yep. Culture.
With that being said, this has been episode 68 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly with these three guys.
King Winchell Twist. Yep.
And they
Okay.
call me Hunter. Make my head hurt.
I'm dumbfounded. I don't know what.
You know what I'm talking about.
We appreciate the support. We on everything. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We out.
Peace.
If you can hear the sound of my voice, you're a real one for sticking to the end. Just want to thank you again for listening and stay tuned for the next episode. 40 out.